Most mentor programs don't fail loudly. There's no dramatic collapse, no big announcement that it didn't work. They drip. The kickoff is strong, people are excited, and leadership is supportive. And then, meetings are postponed, goals become unclear, momentum begins to fade, and by the time anyone notices, the energy is already gone. Here's what I've learned after designing and running multiple cohorts of mentor programs in a high-pressure public agency. It's rarely a people problem. It's almost always a design problem. I'm Jennifer Pearsall. I've spent years building mentor programs in environments where structure wasn't optional. Places where participants had regular day jobs, but they were also responsible for responding to city emergencies. Emergencies that meant changes in schedules, long hours, and different reporting locations. When a major event happened, everything else had to pause. That meant our mentor program couldn't just look good on paper, it had to work in real life. Over the years, I've conducted hundreds of hours of interviews to match mentors and mentees intentionally, not by job title, not by seniority, not randomly. By goals first, schedule second, and personal fit third. And here's what's become clear to me. Most breakdowns are predictable. If you don't clearly define the purpose, everything becomes a goal and nothing truly moves. And if matching is treated like a quick administrative task instead of a thoughtful decision, the relationships start on a weak footing. And if you assume momentum will happen naturally throughout the whole program, well, hesitation will slowly replace any momentum. And none of this happens because people don't care. It happens because mentoring is more complex than it really looks. There's also something deeper. My research focused on how people grow through major life-changing events. One theme showed and came up again and again. Supportive relationships impact whether people struggle or grow stronger. So this is not just professional development. This is human development. Strong mentor programs don't just support job tasks, they support the person doing the job. And in high-pressure environments, the relationships built during calm seasons are often the ones people rely on during the hard times. One of the most hesitant mentors I ever invited told me they didn't feel experienced enough. They were new to being in a leadership role. They almost said no. They ended up being the exact right match. And years later, they still are in touch with their mentee. That wasn't luck. That was intentional design. You don't need perfect matches, but you do need thoughtful ones. Across multiple program cycles, over 90% of participants recommended the experience to others. And more than half chose to participate again, often switching from roles from the mentee to becoming a mentor. That kind of sustainability doesn't happen because of excitement alone. It happens because of the structure supports it. So if you're building or maybe rebuilding a mentor program, the real question isn't, do people want mentoring? It's, is our program designed to last? If that question resonates, I'm hosting a live session where I'll walk through the structural decisions that strong programs get right and the common design gaps that quietly weaken others. At the end, I'll give away a free practical assessment tool you can use to evaluate your own program before launch. If you care about building something that doesn't just drift away, I'd love to see you there. To learn more or register, go to emwellness.org/webinar. Again, that's emwellness.org/webinar. Hope to see you there.